Here's our new 350Z drift car. This will be Adam's new competition car for this year. But as you can see, it needs a little bit of love put into it. It doesn't even start. By the end of this video, we'll have this thing testing in Mondello Park. So let's get to it. Before we get into today's video, just to update you guys a little bit to save confusion, on the previous video you saw Dave and Blaine say they were going to the KDK Customs Winter Drift Championship, and you're probably expecting there to be a video today of that, but unfortunately, and it does happen sometimes, the footage or the card for the camera got corrupted and the footage was lost. They tried to retrieve it, but if you know these kind of things, it 9 times out of 10 doesn't work. So unfortunately, we don't have a video of that as all the footage was lost. But moving on from that. Right, first thing on the list, a battery, because Adam, what is the New Year's resolution?
Every car has to start because no cars have ever start.
Right, so today we're working on the 350Z.
There has been one careful owner, but now there's going to be 2 because I'm going to mind this and baby this through the IDC.
You say one careful owner, Adam. I'm just observing here.
I've absolutely no idea, and there's no way we could ever tell what happened to the back of this car.
Guess that's a mystery left untold.
Yeah, who knows?
So for any of you that didn't see the previous video of picking up this car, this was owned by our good friend Keen Droney. As you can see, proudly graphicked on the car.
It's graphic this side. Have a look at the other side.
Oh!
Yeah. Doesn't really say. It says
careful owner, we say.
It says E. It says EY. E.
Aye.
Yeah, but Droney was using this for a bash crack wagon.
So this was built from a standard car to kind of be the most basic competition car you can kind of get. It's keeping the standard engine, standard drivetrain, diff, gearbox, everything like that. Just the diff welded, angle kit, competition cage, fancy shifter, and she should be just good to do some skids.
Yeah, but it does have a full FDF lock kit up the front as well.
So it's got some angle. But as you can see, the interior never really got finished. You can see where this is going to go. Can you take a guess what we're going to do?
We're going to cut it all out and start again?
No, we're just going to spray it, Adam.
Oh, okay.
So we have from Group D some of our new favourite stuff that well, it's not really new. It's only new here because in America everybody uses it. But
New to us.
New to us. And this stuff is absolutely incredible. It's hard wearing, easy to spray, looks good, and fast to do, I guess.
And yeah, as I say, literally anybody can do it because I can do it and I am a horrific painter.
So before we spray this stuff, we've got to mask it up, clean it, sand it, everything like that, all the boring stuff. So I guess let's just get to it because we want to do some drifting. So I'm just going to show you the time to give you a time reference for how long this job actually takes us. So the roll cage was left bare for a little while, so there is some surface rust on there. So we attack this with sandpaper, scotch pad, and for some of the rougher bits, as you can see, Adam has a grinder. There was a rear structure in the car that had a lot of spot welds and they've all been drilled out. So I got this tin foil tape, I'm not sure the actual name for it, and cut it into little circles, as you can see here, and stuck them on 1 by 1. But in the end, I think the result will speak for itself as they give a much smoother and cleaner look on the inside. Once we got all the surface rust out of the cage, we're able to hoover up all the dust and debris that was left in the car. After we taped up all the bits that we didn't want to be sprayed, filled in some more holes with some foil tape. Like I said, there was a lot. So just turning the heater on to take the cold shock out of the air, because obviously when you're painting you want it to be a little bit warm. so the paint will stick and dry better. So just to give you guys an indication of cost of this whole process of what we're doing, is roughly, including materials of sandpaper and everything like that, probably about 400 euros, maybe a little bit less, which seems quite a bit, but if you were to get this job done at a body shop with all the labor costs and everything like that, it would probably be close to 1,000 maybe. And yes, if you take it to a professional body shop, the result may be a little bit better, but for what we're using the car for, I don't really think that it needs anything more than this. And obviously the wait time for a body shop would be a lot longer than this. The time is 3:30, just to show where we're at time wise. I reckon in the next 1.5 hours this will be complete. That's my prediction anyways. The last job before we start spraying is we panel wipe the whole car. The reason why we do this is to give the best possible chance for the paint not to react. So like we mentioned before, we're spraying this car with Steel It, and unlike other aerosols where you let it dry in between layers, with Steel It you pretty much just keep on layering and layering and layering till you're happy with the result. In our case, the interior of this 350 took 8 cans to do. Done.
Look at it. Look at it, all its glory.
All its glory. What was grey is now grey.
What's grey is now grey again.
Yeah, but a different type of grey. It's
dark
now a nice grey. All one colour. So the time is 6:14. So Adam, you do the math. Start at 1:30, 6:14.
It's 4 hours 45 minutes.
That's not bad going if you ask me. And hopefully this will be dry for tomorrow.
Well, instead of watching paint dry on the car, I might as well give you a little bit of a history about how I got into drifting, how long I've been in drifting, everything I know about drifting, and what's led me to this point, really. When I actually started in drift games, I'd never properly drifted a car. I'd had like an MX-5 and I'd had other fun cars on the road, but never ever drifted. It was only ever when I actually got full-time employment through drift games is that when I got the opportunity, and it wasn't even the opportunity because I kind of sneakily there'd be an experience day on in Modelo Park, and as the experience went off, I'd take a few sneaky laps here at the end every kind of couple of days, kind of got the feel for it and kind of jumped in a few different cars. The first ever proper time drifted a competition car. We were filming, I can't remember what video we were filming it on the backtrack in Dave's old Drift Games 180SX, and I think we finished the shoot, everything was going good, and he literally just said to me, go on, take it for a lap or two. And I still don't know why he did that, or out of everybody there to shoot, I don't know why he let me drive that day. Jumped on in and I absolutely took that opportunity, and I think everybody was shocked when you see me drive the car. I think the Bash was the next weekend as well. Got it 2 or 3 weeks after that, and I got to drive that 180SX at the Bash. I've got to drive the Dave's Mustang at the Bash RIP because I did break that on the day. But I've done thousands of laps funny enough, in a Nissan 350Z with FDF at the Drift Games experience. I've probably put more laps in that paddock than anybody at this stage. It's kind of all led to this point because I know I've been kind of driving other people's cars. I've driven other people's cars at the experience. I drive other people's cars at the Bash days. I'm very grateful to say that people are just throwing me their keys, and it's finally nice getting the drive in the Drift Games 350 and the IDC against Josh. It's kind of my own. I'm trying to make the car my own, feel comfortable in the car my own. As much as I joke and say about the competition with Josh, and if you don't know, whoever finishes higher in the championship standings of semi-pro in the IDC this year gets to drive at Japfest. And I know Josh has a lot more experience than me, and I know I joke and say it's actually, I'm kind of in a nice place because if I win, it's absolutely great to get to Japfest, and if I don't win, I say, look, it's my first every year, but I really want to drive in front of a big crowd. It's just, I've covered the events from the sidelines for so long, I've never could imagine actually driving at one. It's just, even thinking of it now, this feels nuts to say, like, there could be 10,000 people on Modelo this September, October for Japfest, and I could possibly have the chance to fly over the hill in front of all these people. And it just depends how my driving over the next 5 months goes, how the car goes, how I perform, how my nerves rack up, do I have what it takes. But look, that's what you're here. You're here for the journey, and I'm going to see how far I can take it. And well, look, the first step in that journey comes tomorrow. We'll put the car back together, and I'll get my first ever drive in the Drift Games 350Z. So, might as well take it to Modelo Park.
Alright, so Josh and Adam have been working hard on the 350Z, but now it is time for me to take up my mantle as team principal of this very professional drift team.
Bunch of clowns here.
But today, we're at test day 1 pre-season. I'm going to see if I made the right signing in Adam O'Connor to be our new drift driver. Let's get to it.
Very sunny but cold morning here in Mondello Park.
We made it. We made it. As you see, there's a little bit of ice on the edge of the track. It is absolutely freezing here today. Hopefully it makes me nice and slippy on track.
I have a bit of an apology. I wanted to gift you the race boots that Dave gifted me and be a little bit of a hand down from Dave to me to you, but I forgot them.
Crusty old shoes. Well, I did wear my good luck socks today.
Now it's
Wait. Drift games. If you can read it multiple times from my legs.
wait. We'll work it round. And then wait. Take your shoe off. Show these bad boys.
Yeah, that's free foot content. Usually you only get that on special websites.
Nope.
But we have Drift Games socks now. It's absolutely whopper. They're lovely and warm. Drift Games socks on the Drift Games shop. Say that 10 times quick, but go check it out now because they may not last that very long.
Big pre-season testing, Jay. This is like Drive to Survive. It's big stuff, you know. Minus 72 here in Mondello Park. And what screams professionality about a driver for me is how they present themselves as a professional. I think Adam has nailed the look.
Hey, yeah.
His glasses are going to have to go. Seating position okay?
Yeah, absolutely fine.
I like the Stroms. I like the Stroms, Josh.
They look good. They look good.
Fluorescent for the win. So basically, if you mess this up today, you're off the team.
Absolutely.
That's how it works.
It's that harsh.
It's that hard. You're already off.
One day and you're off the team.
But
I'm
then you
off
might be
for-
back on the team.
Oh, so it's as easy to get on as it is off.
Well, you gotta be in to get out,
Okay.
and if you're out, you can get back in.
Perfect.
So
I
it
like
could go either
that.
way. Adam, give her the old blip. Supposed to be that smoky. It's cold. It's very cold out. That's why it's
that's-
smoky.
Let's blame it on the cold.
It's just cold.
Issue.
Professional. Give me one of them. I'm the
Much
team
like
principal.
F1.
I should have
I'm going to give you a nickname of Knobhead.
Alright, Dickwad.
Professional.
Where do I put
This
this?
has not started the way I imagined a professional drift team would for the year, but let's hope his driving is better than his talking.
He's already got more style than me.
Car's a bit low, so we rub a lot of the body panels, as you may be able to hear through everything. But so far so good. Just warm the tyres up a little bit.
It's like your kid's first day at school. Hopefully he gets on okay and the other drifters don't bully him or pick on him. He's new, but we have faith.
Here's the start of my professional drift career. Right, no grip. No grip.
No grip?
Yeah, there's no grip, but obviously I need to warm the tyres up.
Give your tyres a little bit of more of a warm up,
That's it,
and
yeah.
also
I think you've warmed them.
I heated the front.
very cold.
Yeah.
So track temperatures will be low. This is Formula One speak. So we'll bring the tyre warmers to the next event, and the full team.
Heat gun to spray
It's a
them on
heat
the
gun,
tyres.
yeah. Put some glue on them or something. But yeah, give them a proper warm. Give her a full send lap, and then we'll decide who driver 1 and 2 is in the team. It'll be you or Josh. So we've seen Josh do a couple laps
Half a
here.
lap and I'm already going to get cut. This is class.
You're doing better than Josh did on his half a lap. I mean, it took 6 months to get us that far with Josh's car. So to be fair, this is a big progress move.
I blew the engine on the first lap, so.
Pressure, so
Still low pressure.
we're doing well.
Yeah.
Right, so lap number 2. Just getting used to gearing. Literally, as I say that, as I crunch it into third. Can't really see much, which you can probably see on the GoPro, my son. But we'll take it in, flick it in, big angle, big speed. Let's see what happens.
So me and Adam are technically in competition with each friendly competitors of each other.
Shouldn't be friendly. One of you is going to be in the pits, not drifting at Jaffest and looking after the other one.
One more lap. I'll see how we get on. Swing back into the boys, but I think I'm kind of getting the feel for it. As I said, it's just where I in my head for the angle from the Drift Games Experience cars.
Adam, you're doing very average right now. There's like a little bit of a step up here.
You're embarrassing us all.
So as I was thinking, I thought I was doing confident, and as I thought I was saying great, the team manager, Gunter, has come on the radio and is actually abusing me here. So it's his car. If he wants me to drive harder, I'm just going to absolutely send it then.
I think your words of criticism worked.
It's tough love, it's what it's called. If you're rubbish, I'll tell you you're rubbish. And if you're good, I'll tell you you're rubbish. So you'll be more motivated to be good.
Yeah, that's something we'd never actually say to Adam. Like, he's actually a pretty decent driver. Wouldn't say it to his face now.
Oh God, no. I hope he's not watching this.
Better. Absolutely better. Just need a little bit more of encouragement sometimes. So as you think you feel you're not driving the car hard enough, then the boss comes on and says drive it harder, so I'll drive it harder.
Going to a new location.
You know, I'm not getting enough of a view of whether this is the right decision given my car or not. I feel I need to see more.
Where's your live data? On order.
Yeah, it's 2:05. So we have all the data we need for this particular test.
It's your car, so I didn't want to push it too hard. I didn't want to push it from then. You were like, right, I'll push
Send
it.
her on.
Send her on.
We're going to go over there because we want to look at you being terrible from another angle.
Excellent.
If you could just...
I'll be, don't worry, I'll be just as terrible in here, but just from a different angle.
If you could be better, that would probably be, like, I mean, from an experience point of view, being better generally means that you'll get further in the competition. A lot of the people I've seen do very well at drifting are very good at it.
But like,
So if you did that,
well, he crashed in his first ever battle, so like all I have to do
but
is get
again,
past that.
not a good example to use.
Don't go by my example.
And turn the wrong way into the corner, not a good example. We're going a different route. New
To be
year.
fair, I've actually done more laps than he's ever done in like since the start of Games Changers.
Also,
And
not
again-
a good example.
Low bars. We're trying to set a little higher here than Josh Holsworth's previous career. So we're going to go over there and judge you.
You know what? 2 runs like qualifying. We'll give you a judge. Give you a judge. Give you a result.
Give me a judge. Go on, give me a judge.
Give us a judge. Give us a judge, Josh.
So because we're looking, we can't judge the whole track. So are we saying this exactly here is the finish line?
Roughly there, yeah. So there's 255s on the back of the car, which is quite a bit of grip for a 350Z, and it's a DE, not a HR, so it's got 270 horsepower, I'd say, probably 260 horsepower maybe. So it's not like a very, very powerful car. And then you've put more weight in because of the cage. So for that, I'm pretty impressed. Okay, Adam, you missed the gear on the way in there, I heard that. And maybe on the way out. And I'm going to give you a 60 on that, a 60.
Room for improvement.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you want to put it in the video or not, but third gear is absolutely in this.
Well, it's in the video now because you just said it.
See how we got on with that one. That was probably the most committed run and the most angled run I could get. It's just to try to keep the speed and trying to keep the wheels. But like, probably, if it wasn't a real competition, I'd probably ask for a little bit more tire pressure.
Look at the face. You've already got the face pulling into the pits after qualifying.
That's a Josh Holsworth face after a test session.
Ricky Bobby, I don't know what to do with my hands.
So you're happy enough with the first test?
Happy enough.
Few things to fix. Always a few things to fix. I mean, this is a budget drift car. budget entry Pro-Am car. So budget driver. I mean, I'm not paying him anything, so he's probably as cheap a driver as I could get for the team. I'm not even sure if that's good value right now. Not bad, Adam. Could be better. Hopefully more test days to come and bashes where we will make you a good driver.
Not bad, but alright is my entire life, so happy to succeed.
So, just to refresh you, me and Adam are both competing in the same class in IDC next year. Obviously, me with a year under my belt, but this is Adam's first year competing. So, I guess the question is, to you guys, who do you think's gonna do better? If I was you guys, I'd probably be saying Adam as well. But let us know your thoughts on what's gonna happen next year.
First test done. I've made it through. The 350Z has made it through. The bumper is a little bit off, but first test done. I just want to say thank you to everything. Thank you to Dave, thank you to Drift Games for this opportunity. Thank you for watching. If I was absolutely useless or as good, tell me in the comments, because I do want to see opinions on how I'm driving or what I can improve or what I can change, because you guys can just be just as good as me at home, because I am useless at this. But like, comment, subscribe. We will rebuild, we will be back, and we'll see you on the next one.